Vaping, the lesser of two evils. You've been a smoker for over 20 years, and you're aware of the negative health aspects of your habits, so you're looking for a safer alternative. Let's talk about smoking versus vaping. The good news is vaping is a much safer alternative to smoking, and should you want to, it can even help you quit the habit entirely. If you thought being a smoker for the rest of your life was the only way, I'm here to tell you otherwise. Vaping is a safer, budget-friendly, and less stigmatized way of getting your nicotine. We all know that smoking is bad for your health. A smoker is exposed to at least 20 known carcinogens and thousands of other chemicals that come with the burning of just one cigarette. On the other hand, vaping is not burning, it's water vapor, nicotine, and two or less additives to preserve the juice. Juice is what you put in your vape to cause the vaping process. Any other chemicals in the vaping process is usually from the flavoring of the juice. Let's talk about material fires from smoking. In 2011, U.S. fire departments responded to an estimated 90,000 smoking material fires in the U.S. It's estimated that a total of 540 people died as a result of these incidences, with another 1,640 injuries and a total of 621 million in direct property damage. Vaping, on the other hand, has a history of battery explosions on consumers. Since the launch in 2007, they found a total of 243 reported e-cigarette explosions, of which only about 47 were during consumer use. The stats speak for themselves. We all know that the health risks associated with smoking, lung disease caused by smoking, including COPD, which includes emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Cigarette smoking causes more cases of lung cancer. If you have asthma, tobacco smoke can trigger an attack or make an attack worse. Cigarette smoking causes more than 480,000 deaths each year in the United States. That's nearly 1 in 5 deaths. Studies done on vaping, on the other hand, have concluded that vaping is up to 97% better for you than smoking cigarettes. Let's talk about the cost effectiveness of vaping smoking versus smoking. Smoking initially is one of the costs of a pack of 20 cigarettes and a lighter or matches, generally speaking around $10 in Texas. However, on average, a smoker spends about $3,000 a year in cigarettes and other related items for their habit. Initially for vaping though, it's a little pricey, but because of what you buy, the kit generally costs around $50 on average. Then you'll need to continually purchase the juice. But on average, over a year, vapors generally spend about $700 as compared to the $3,000 previously mentioned. That's a huge difference in over smoking. So let's also talk about the cost of healthcare. I mean, did you know that companies are charging their employees more for their health insurance if they're a smoker? Yes, it's true. There are certainly social ramifications for smoking too. People are finding that not only is there not allowed on work properties, but more and more public places are banning the habit entirely. The world is not a smoker-friendly place. Currently, there are no laws about vaping in public. It's just pleasant to ask those around if they would not be bothered by the act. What about the familiar smell of a smoker, the yellowish teeth, the lingering stench in the hair or on the hands? That's not going to be a problem with vaping, which leaves absolutely zero stench on you, your clothes, or your hair. No more yellow teeth either. That's a bonus. Are you aware that smokers on average have a reputation of being less educated and having much lower incomes than those that don't? It's not exactly of truth, but it is a stigma attached to smoking. Vaping doesn't have that same stigmatism, at least not yet. Vapors even have their own vaping meeting places and stores, and they can socialize with each other and share, these same ideas. In conclusion, it's clear that while vaping overall the best alternative, it's safer, more budget friendly, and more socially acceptable. If you thought being a smoker for the rest of your life is only the way for you, I'm here to tell you that vaping is safer, more budget friendly, and more socially acceptable habit than smoking.